This is Fuego, a 1-month-old baby tapir that weighs about 40 pounds. Fuego is healthy, but his kind is under threat of extinction. This baby tapir is now the latest addition to the Belize Zoo family. It's a tragic story of separation of Fuego from his mother because of forest fires.
Fuego is a victim of a bushfire. It seems that his mother fled a fire, and he was found making distress calls on a road by a nice man who decided he wasn't going to disturb him, that perhaps the mother was going to come back. And he went back later, and this little animal was still on the side of the road crying. So he brought her to the Belize Zoo.
Founding director of the Belize Zoo, Sharon Matola, has been rescuing wildlife animals for many years, and Fuego is the most recent. Matola says that Fuego is being taken care for.
We have been giving him constant care, a formula that's a replacement for his mother's milk, and teaching him the joys of bananas. Okay. I wish we didn't have him. I wish he were still in the forest with his mom. Fuego has been given so much care. We feed him every 2 hours. My office is right up there, so it's easy for me to come back here and give him little rub downs, which he loves. And he has responded. When he first came here, he would charge because he didn't know where he was, and he was very frightened and stressed out. And in about 3 hours after he was here, after he got his first bottle and was pet, he seemed to realize he was in safe hands. So he's really become part of the family here.
The fact is that Fuego is lucky to be alive, and even luckier that he was brought to the Belize Zoo. What's also true is that these forest fires, described by Matola as irresponsible practices, are not only destroying the habitats of countless animals and displacing them, but driving them to the verge of extinction.
If we're going to have irresponsibility happen with people setting fires, we're going to have more instances like this, and it's really distressful for the country, for wildlife, for the forest, for people too. I know there have been people complaining about all the smoke in the air. It's needless. We don't need to do that. And these are not nature set fires. These are deliberately set fires that do nothing but harm the environment in a way that ends up like this. This is one example. How many other animals have died, been separated from their mothers? How much of our natural resources have been, seriously damaged, and our children? So maybe it's time for Belize to say, guess what? Bushfires, no more. And it should be something that gets really serious attention. If everybody's going to get up very vexed, and rightly so, about a ruin being destroyed in northern Belize, what about huge amounts of forest being destroyed, animals being destroyed, and children's health being jeopardized? Isn't that as serious?
And testimony that the forest fires are affecting all wildlife is this little gray fox, one of 2 that was also rescued.
This isn't the only animal that was orphaned from a bushfire. We received 2 baby foxes a week before Fuego appeared, and we're raising them now. We will introduce them to our foxes too. Again, what else has been lost out there? What else has been harmed? And their lives ended, and people's regard for this environment should extend more than what has been expressed over the past few weeks into the months with all these fires.
Matola says that Fuego will follow the steps of Hipolito the tapir and be a symbol against deliberately set forest fires.
This little guy, Fuego, is going to become a symbol for what we shouldn't do in this country, and that is setting fires without any sense of responsibility or regard for the natural heritage of this country. So Fuego, sorry buddy, but you got to earn your keep. You're going to be a very important fellow. You already are. So there will be signage around his exhibit and posters dealing with the whole situation, expressing just what I said. Only you can prevent forest fires, right, Fuego? His name will always reflect his history.
Reporting for Love News, I am Hipolito Novelo.